Wakelet is a great resource to use for research, sharing out information, working collaboratively, or even just collecting and documenting information. You can use it for individual lessons, or you can use it for individual students, lots of different ways. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to sign in to wakelet.com, and you're going to see kind of like a profile page, not really unlike any different things that you've done. You'll notice I have different areas where I'm starting to save things. It doesn't really apply. So what we're going to do is once you've signed in and you've set everything up, you do want to make sure that when you are working that you have that your name is on it and a picture, so that way kids will be able to see you. What you're going to do is you're going to go to create a new collection. And a collection is just kind of that storage. And the first thing that I'm going to tell you to do is I'm going to tell you to change your settings to unlisted. That's kind of the first thing that you're going to do so that you can always remember I'm going to share this information with someone. You can add a cover image. One thing that's important to know about Wakelet is that it is not like Pinterest. It is not a search engine. It is a storage. It's a bookshelf, right? And so bookshelves don't automatically have books on it. You have to figure out, what do you want on this? So it's a great way to take the average like poster design and really start to embed information in it and share it with other people. It can be a very powerful, authentic assessment tool. So I'm going to go ahead and I can upload an image from my computer, or I can add a cover image from their library. I'm going to say colleges, just because I know that's what you guys are doing. And if you want it to be half, so there's more space, you are going to title it and then you can write any information that you want here in this description, and you can go ahead and change this information at any time. Notice it checked changes have been saved. So it's something that is updating as you go along. As you are working, you can use a URL. So let's say I want to put in a URL from something. Here's kind of like the facts page for my college. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to paste that in there. And one of the reasons that I like this is because this is just the information that comes with it. This information is absolutely not important. So I can take that out and I can put in the information that I want to show up in there. I can also change the image as well. I can go in and I could start to write like little notes. Top reasons to choose this school, why I chose to research, has a spell check, nice feature. And then I can also, just like a doc, I can start to bold things, underline things, change the heading. I have some different options to try to make those things look a little bit nicer as I'm working. So there's that kind of like sticky. I can find a YouTube video and I can search directly within YouTube. So I can obviously I'm going to watch before I do it. I would have chosen these things ahead of time. Again, I'm going to go ahead and hit plus. If I have some tweets that I want, if there's different bookmarks that I have, this is going in through all of my bookmarks that I have. That I have in here, so I can pull from there, but those are from Wakelet. I can pull in an image that I found in the library. So if I'm downloading images of that school, I can do that. If I have a PDF, like let's say from a website, I can put that in there. So I'm going to just I'm going to put that in there. I'm going to wait on that. You can link any Google Drive presentation, which it's nice. You just need to make sure that you sign in. So if you have a Google slide presentation, you can go ahead and I'm going to see if I have something I can just throw in there really quick. Here we go. I just want you to be able to see how it looks. Again, I can edit. This is a sample. Notice there's no image for it. So I can go ahead and I can say, oh, I want the image from that to be this. I can pick that. I can pick it. I can use a screenshot. I get to kind of choose all of those things. And then the last thing is, this doesn't really apply to us, but I can do like a little short snippet video. And I'll show you what that looks like. After you've done this once, it's going to be a lot easier. I don't want my reply. I'm good. Here we go. I want to do a quick short. Perfect. There we go. Sorry, I had to make my screen smaller so that I could see it. I'm excited to see how you use this to help kids put their college research together. The other thing that they can do once they have their Wakelet, you can put them all in a shared space so that they can go in and review each other's work. So it becomes a little bit more authentic and it's a lot more interactive way for them to work. And then just like Flipgrid, we can come in, we can do different effects. So it's just that short calendar. I want you to kind of see how it comes together. There's my little response. And for you guys, it might be something like talk about your college. It might be the first thing that you do is an intro video, and then the last thing that you do is a reflective video. So lots of different options. Here's the other component. Number one, Wakelet looks great on a phone. Like the layout, it just looks really slick. It looks like you've designed your own web page. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and change the layout because this is what makes it kind of fun. So you can do grid view where they're looking at two things at a time. Or if they have a lot of information, you could do a mood board display. And a lot of kids really like this because it's a little bit different. The other thing is I can turn on reorder and I can say, oh, I want that. Well, yeah, I feel like no, I think I need this first. Right, so then I can really start to look at the order of what I'm putting things in. And then once I have everything exactly where I want it, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click done. And you can see now, here's my collection. Anytime I want to come back to it, I want to edit it. But this is really important. You are going to share it. So you want to go ahead and get that URL, and you are going to copy that URL, and you're going to go ahead and put it, you can email it to your students. Have your students email it to you that you can have them turn it in that way. They can invite you to be a collaborator on it by email. So there's a lot of different options. I'm going to invite you to be a collaborator on this. I'll say if the email is valid or not, which is kind of a nice feature because if it's misspelled. And then I can say, gosh, for Molly, I want her to just be able to look at it. That means it's locked. If I want you to be able to write on it and take notes, okay, that means I'm going to edit it. So you have those two options. So hopefully that tells you a little bit about Wakelet and why it can be such a great thing. The other thing that you might want to do as you're looking in Wakelet is you might want to look at the showcase and see what have other people done, which is a really nice thing. You can do some searches. But it's just nice to kind of see how other people have used the same format. There's so many different ways to use it.